And welcome to the Brac Drinks, land of week drinks. Just something where we can get together, recap the week, and plan ahead of what we've got on. And it's good to know what you've done. So, cheers. Got a different wine tonight. Not sure if I'm in the right mood for wine, but he says. I only say that because I've just been racing around all day. In fact, I've been racing around all week, and it's been actually really, really quite stressful. And I'm thinking about what you put out there and what you manifest, because I'm actually thinking of just get myself together here. It was such a race because I was late getting back in. So, and then I had to set everything up for the studio, for the interview room. So, all these signs that come on when you're on the screen. Oh, something in my eye. But it got me thinking today. Have you ever been, because there's no one commenting, no one I know that's on. If you're watching, say hi. If you want to watch quietly, that's fine as well. But stay around, because I've come to an idea, which is an experience which I've had, which is really quite interesting. And that is, hello, She-Wolf. She-Wolf says, hello. And so does the doctor. Hello. Welcome to the Brac. I hope you've got a drink and you're getting ready for the evening, because I know it's a different time over there. And it's, you've got your whole afternoon. Mind you, I could do with the last 5 hours again. But it's welcome. How has your week been? Have you put out anything? Remember at the end of last week, you said put out something and see if you get it. Did anyone do that? Did you get anything? Lots of things have been going on for me, and wow, it's just been busy. I've been working on one project at the beginning of the week for some people, which went really quite well, actually. And I was really quite pleased with that. No drink, just beans and toast. Oh, you got to wash it down with something. What about coffee? But beans. Is that baked beans or just other sort of beans? For lunch, I had a, what do you call it? It's like a wrap with Mexican beans. So it was actually really quite nice. I don't know if you've got it over there, but we've got some really cheap meal deals in the supermarkets here, where you could actually, in one of our supermarkets, for £3 you can buy like a sandwich or a wrap or a little bowl of pasta and some crisps. You call them chips, packet of chips, and a drink for £3, which I suppose in American money would be maybe about like $4 or something. So that's not too bad. And when times are tough, it's actually quite good. Just don't wait to sit down and eat. You've got to find your own place to sit and eat. But but going back to my week, more comments. She-Wolf said the doc needs a drink. He just finished his, I hope you can read that, Appalachian clog dance practice. Do say, what is this dance practice? Sounds like you're trying to get rain. Is it snowing over there? It's not that cold, I don't think, but it is cold. And some people say it's no, we're having a train strike up north, apparently. I thought it was the snow actually stopping the trains getting through, but it's not. It's a strike. That sounds like a good meal. It is a good meal. It's very tasty, but I think I could have some more, as in a bigger portion. I know, buy two. Good thought, actually. Might do that next time. But that's double the price. And if I could save money, that would help. What have you guys been up to through the week as well? So I did work on that project. Fortunately, there was drinks afterwards, which was actually really, really good. We went out for a meal, and I had the best sleep for a long time. I think the wine sort of like for the amount of wine that we drink, this is pretty tame. So we drank quite a bit of wine, which was nice. And I had the best sleep I had for a long time. But then it was back into the grind of everything again. And I was looking for a new place actually to move everything to. And this is where I'm going to with this story. So we were, I looked at this place. In fact, I think at the beginning of last week, like last Sunday, actually I had a look at a place. I looked in online and found this place, which was almost too good to be true. It was quite affordable and in a very good part of town, actually. And I thought, wow, this is really good. So I wasn't expecting much. Maybe I should have kept thinking not much. So I actually had a look at it the other day, and everything went well. The other guy was pretty good with the flat and that sort of thing. And the next day, I should have known, because the next day it was a bit longer for the reply to come around. And it said I had the place, and so it was great. I could move in, and so I was getting ready, and it was so stressful yesterday that I couldn't keep anything together. That I didn't actually listen to the messages. I only got the text, but and so I text back what details I needed to send the deposit and all that sort of thing. And I didn't hear back from him for the rest of the afternoon, which was fine because I was just too busy, too stressful about everything. And I got home and I listened to the messages. And the first message said, yeah, I had the place. The second message has said, oh, I've made a mistake. It was the wrong person he was selling to. And it just felt such a deflation, because for some reason I'm attracting this, and where you almost get stuff and then it's pulled away from you. And I've really got to stop this pattern. And I'm not really quite sure what's going on, but I seem to do this all through last year. I had a lot of this. I had a job, and then that was taken away from me. And certain things would happen, and then that was cancelled on me. So this is a pattern which I've got to get out of and stop. And but then again, things happen for a reason, and I really believe that. And I think you really got to have faith that things are going to work out. And I'm thinking of this comparison to watching a story, and you are the hero in the story. Because if you're watching a show, like especially a TV series, if you watch a TV series, you always know the main character is not going to die. He's going to come back. Otherwise, there's no show. You know, he's going to be there. And whatever happens, he'll get through it because it's his show. And I'm thinking, this is so much like the things that happen in our lives, because we are the main characters in our own story. And so whatever happens, it's not going to be that bad. You'll get through it. And I'm finding so much at the moment. I go through these challenges and I get through. And it's just, guys, you got to keep having faith that you will get through. And I do believe you will, because there is a higher force looking out for you. And this only came into mind because I was doing the tarot cards. I thought when you have a good deck of tarot cards, you do build a relationship with those tarot cards, and you do really feel like you are talking to something on the other side. And I've mentioned this before on my episodes. The tarot is so, you can do it over and over and the same answers will come out to you. And I just asked the question of, what is this meaning? What is going on with today's event or yesterday's event, that I had it and then I didn't have it? And I pulled out as I was shuffling, thinking about it. The night of I can't remember who it was now. I think it was the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. He was the knight. I've got it written down somewhere. But it's unfulfilled expectations. That's what it meant. And I thought that sums up the whole situation. I had these expectations, and it just didn't get fulfilled. Obviously, because I went and had a look at the place. I was offered the place, and then it was a mistake. And it was just ripped out under my feet, like the carpet pulled out under your legs. And unfulfilled expectations. And it was so on the mark that I thought, wow, the tarot is right again. And then it feels like, and it also said, I was reading for the explanations for this reading, that everything it's for a reason. You may think it's not working out, but there's a reason that something is better coming around. So I'm having all these challenges. I'm having all these brick walls, so to speak, but I've got to have faith that it's for a reason and it's going to work itself out. And I will let you know when it happens. I do have faith, and it's happened to me a few times. In fact, I've had these signs all through the year and last year that even though things feel like they're not working out and they're unexplainable, but I do have faith that it will work out. So that's my little story. She-Wolf actually says, you've been trying to get over a bad cold. I'm really sorry to hear that. I would recommend hot black tea with honey and lemon. And I swear by it. And then you can delve off into your bespoke versions of it. Like you can add ginger. You can add whiskey to it as well. I had a flatmate who would do hot black tea with honey and lemon, ginger, and that much of whiskey, like the whole cup of whiskey. But that's what I'd recommend. Hot black tea with honey and lemon, and I swear by it, especially if you feel a little bit coming on. It does the trick. The doctor says, I'm always the hero in my own show. And so you should. In fact, we all are the hero. No matter how things bad gets, it will work out, because we've all seen movies where the main character goes through all sorts of things, like Indiana Jones, all his adventures, but he always comes out in the end. And it's the same thing with us, although we don't sometimes think that, because, well, we forget it's our own show. And She-Wolf says, yeah, every hard time any of us has had worked out, in the sense that we're still here to tell about it. And that is so true. And I agree totally. And the doctor says, Doc, you're the hero. Oh, She-Wolf says about the doc, you're the hero in a lot of stories. You are. I've seen those episodes of Doctor Who. You are the hero, and you do get through a lot. Imagine all those monsters you fight and all that sort of thing. Oh, the doctor says, cheers. I think actually pull this down a bit, because the comments, that'll break me up. So guys, apart from She-Wolf having a cold, has anyone else have you all been, and how has the weather been over on the other side of the pond, so to speak? It's been quite cold here. I think, as I mentioned, it's not snowing. It doesn't really snow in London anymore. And for the rest of the country, it usually snows in January or February. Although from hearing outside, it sounds like it's raining, actually. She-Wolf says, snow is coming soon. Is it snowing in... I was going to say, have you heard of it snowing in Chicago? But because I remember years ago, I was in LA, and a friend of a friend was visiting LA, and she was from Chicago, and she said, "Oh, it's covered with snow already," and it was about this time. Actually, I think it was the 6th of December that I was there at the time. This was like years ago, and she said it was already snow everywhere in Chicago. Um, the doctor says the weather has been dreadful and is going to get worse. I think the weather, like so many things, is someone's perception of it. I believe the weather only depends on who you're with and what you're wearing. Because if you're by yourself in the cold, it can be a bit dull, horrible, boring, freezing. But if you're with someone that you like, it's time goes quicker. You're passing the time and you're chatting away, and depends on what you're wearing. If you're rugged up warm, walking in the middle of the snow, it's not too bad at all, and you can actually enjoy it, especially if you're with someone you really like, and you're having a good chat about things. It could set the scene for some nice memories, even though you could be walking through a blizzard. I have had any snow yet from She-Wolf. Okay, and I think She-Wolf, you're on the East Coast, aren't you? Well, looks like no one's had any snow yet over there. She-Wolf says it's going to be Snowtown, baby, in Michigan soon, I hear. Ah, well, looks like the snow is coming. But do you like a white Christmas, or you don't mind whether it snows or not? At least it's long scarf season. But doctor, you always wear a scarf. Oh, actually, which generation doctor was it? The Tom Baker one. Well, your profile picture, you always used to wear a scarf with that one. Yes, mind you, I did have to put a bit of a scarf on today because it was getting a bit nippy out there. And I lost my glove yesterday. I lost one glove, and today I found it. So I'm pretty happy, because apparently fingerless gloves are really hard to get at the moment in London. I can't find them anywhere. And I was thinking, now that I've lost this glove, which is a fingerless glove, I might have to go online and look for one. But I found it. Mind you, it was all wet, and I think it'd been run over a few times. But I took it home anyway, so I'll put that in the washing machine to wash it. Oh, She-Wolf says, I can live without a white Christmas. Really? Well, for those who don't have snow, we always dream of a white Christmas. And I think it's warmer with snow, actually, because it's a different feel in the air. It's a different sort of coldness. That's what I feel anyway. Oh, and the doctor says, I'm not the only one who has a long scarf. She-Wolf has one too. Oh, yeah, how long is a long scarf? Do you find it get in the way? Does it... you just got to be careful with a long scarf. Look at Isadora Duncan. Now, if you don't know Isadora Duncan, there's a really quite a good film with Vanessa Redgrave. She plays Isadora Duncan. And if you don't know Isadora, she was this avant-garde dancer at probably about 100 years ago. She was very pro-communist, but she was a well-respected dancer. And she used to go around with this long scarf and I think go out with young boys who drove sports cars. So she was in this sports car with a long scarf, and the scarf was very long, so it got caught in the back wheel and ended up strangling her. Sad end to poor Isadora. 12 feet. It's only dangerous on the stairs. Why the stairs? Here we go. Yep, it's a 12 feet long and very whooish. Yes, it sounds very much like the doctor's scarf. Is it a thick woolen one like the doctor wears, or is this a different version? Yes. So, yeah, I find with a lot of dangly things, and I don't mind dangling things. I don't know, I just like dangling things. But sometimes, like name tags, they get in the way, especially if you're bending down over the toilet. They sort of like almost drops into the toilet bowl, and you think, as you try to stop it from falling in. And that's my situations with long dangling things. Yeah. And are we looking forward to Christmas? Are we spending with family? Are we spending alone? Are we going to run away from family so we can be alone? Are we looking for presents? Have you done your Christmas presents yet? Christmas is like three weeks away. I'm just going to have a calendar here. This year it falls exactly 3 weeks away. 1, 2, 3 weeks away. Yeah, on the 25th, which is a Saturday. So, are we all ready for Christmas? Have we all been good? Are we all expecting Santa to come down the chimney? You know, you always think about that. Santa coming down the chimney. Is he going to fit in the chimney? Because chimneys are really quite small. But I tell you what, I went to a palace, same sort of thing. And it was Maison Lafitte in Paris, just west of Paris. And the king used to live there. It was like his other palace, other castle. And the chimney was huge. And literally, you could actually come down the chimney. And so I'm thinking, all these stories about Santa Claus coming down the chimney, it was obviously told by a rich, wealthy person, because they're the only ones that have chimneys or fireplaces that was big enough that you could actually fit someone down the chimney. So that's the conclusion I got from the Santa Claus coming down the chimney story. Bar Hamburg. What's this for, Doctor? What's that for? I can't remember. Santa Claus coming down the chimney. She says, I'm pretty much done shopping. Pup is going to be very happy. Sounds like she's been a good girl. That's good to hear. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, I've sort of like done the shopping. I've just got to wrap them up and dispatch them. And that's actually, there's a few more presents I have to get. And that's about it. And I do have to send them around the world. So I should actually get that done, because then everything's done and I can enjoy Christmas. Because I used to live away from home. And so I had to get everything done like at least 2 or 3 weeks before actual Christmas to send it by mail so it could get there. And so once I sent all the presents, I could start to actually enjoy myself and, go to Christmas parties and drinks and stuff like that. Although do you find with Christmas coming up, you actually tend to be more busy than usual and you don't have time to go and socialize for Christmas drinks and everything? Santa uses timeline signs. The chimney is bigger on the inside. Ooh, interesting, Doctor. Thank you for that. One day, lots of things will be bigger on the inside. Just imagine people's houses. Oh, we'll just go in this doorway, which leads to nothing, and you get inside, and there's this huge place on the inside. That is really good for, what's the word? Space saving? I'm sure you know what I mean. I'm just so tired. Oh, I'm going to yawn. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. So, there's a message from the doctor. Aha, doc, that works. It does work. And it makes sense as well. So, what are you all guys doing tonight? Are you going out? It's Saturday night. It's late over here, and I've got to be up early tomorrow, so I'm probably going to get something to eat. And I've got to do some work. I'm trying to revamp my book on manifestation, so I could have it like it's called The Little Book of Manifesting, and I'm trying to make it into an actual hardcover little book, so it'll make a really nice Christmas present. And it's just getting it all together. It's just doing my head in. but it's been held up because I've been so busy, and I get home and I try to work around it, try to get the configuration right, like the words, the lettering, the fonts, etc. And it's all just taking so long. But I might be able to get it done. And then you'll be able to do the Kindle edition or the actual hard cover version, and you can give to people for presents or just a little thing for yourself. Oh, she will ask, what am I doing for Christmas? I don't know yet. I'll probably be by myself, I think. It's always I to be honest, I don't really mind being by myself. It's from years of having to be with other people I don't want to be with. The doctor says, I have a channel you should check out, Tom, a pair of psychic mediums that explain a lot of stuff. The channel is called Metaphysics. Psychics. That's what I want to read, isn't it? Metapsychics. That's really good. I'll have to have a look at it. Let me write this down for my notes. Meta. So what do you think of them? Are they quite good? Are they general? Are they spot on? She-Wolf says, oh, nice, a hardcover version of the book would be nice. Oh, I'm glad I've got your approval. I will have a look at that then. Yes, and there's so many other things I want to do. There's lots of things, and I just don't have the time. Because by the time I get home late at night, my mind is really not in the space. And for the life of me, it's really hard to concentrate. And if I have something to eat, that's it. That's the end. I just fall asleep. So the thing is not to eat anything. And then I just fall asleep anyway. I'll be glad when I get some sort of routine back into my life. So I really don't know what I'm going to be doing for Christmas, because as I said, so many years I spent it with people I don't want to be with, and so when I get the chance and when I get the money, I just go away. I remember I went up to Scotland once and just spent Christmas Day in my hotel room drinking bubbly and nibbles and watching Christmas shows, and it was good. I really enjoyed it. And I didn't have a fridge in my hotel, so to keep my drinks cold, I actually put it outside the window. And I was lucky I had a ledge on the roof, and so I actually put my drinks outside. So this year, I think I can't really afford to go away, actually. And so I think I've spent it by myself at home. And also I might be able to work on a few different things around Christmas Day. So it makes sense for me to be at home here. And hopefully I'll be by myself as well, because there's other people in the flat. Oh, you know, the flat. And so hopefully they won't be here, but who knows? The doctor says, you've totally binge watched on that channel. Well, I'll have to have a look. Meta Psychics. Okay, I'll have a look. His new psychics are interesting, to say the least. Oh, you're into it as well. Well, we'll have a look and we'll see. Maybe we'll give a review next week and see what we think. I'm not sure what's going on for Christmas this year. Oh, what do you normally do for Christmas? Is it a big family gathering, or is it just an intimate with you and one other, or is it you're by yourself? Yeah. So yeah, it is a bit early this year, I must admit. Well, I mean, 3 weeks away for some people on what we're doing, especially for work commitments, because mine is usually always based around work commitment. But I know I can't really go away because funds have been really tight this year. So hopefully next year things will get better for everybody. especially now that we're settling back into a routine since COVID. And has COVID affected you guys at all? Or we're sort of like just getting into the same routine again, so to speak? Because I find in the UK, well, in London anyway, life's back to normal. There's people everywhere, people shopping, everything. So I really feel, and people are working. So I really feel like life is almost back to normal. I know there are report of I don't watch the news. It's too depressing. I know there are cases, there are people passing away, unfortunately, but it's like one of those things. Like if there's a war going on, they're fighting the war, we get on with our lives, and it seems like that's the way it is now. And we just still have to take precautions as well. She-Wolf says, in the old days, we had big parties. But in the last 10 years or so, it's just been a few of us at Christmas. I know what you mean. People do move on and things change. And sometimes you do get a bit tired and think, oh, it'd be nice to have a quiet one this year, which is fair enough. And then you go in cycles and then you have a few quiet ones. You think, oh, remember the time when we had a big Christmas and everybody came over? And then you think, yeah, let's have another one. And before you know it, you're having a big Christmas again. So, well, that would be interesting. So that's something we all will tune into to see what we'll end up doing for Christmas, whether I'll be by myself, whether She-Wolf will be having a quiet one again, or where in the universe will the Doctor be going to for Christmas, for one of his Christmas specials. Yeah, I haven't actually watched Doctor Who for a while, so it's a bit hard actually to know what he's up to or she's up to these days. Which is a bit strange after saying she when we know the Doctor here. So, on that note, have we achieved quite a bit this week? I've felt like I almost achieved things, but then it was taken away from me. But it's probably for the best, because the whole place was a bit tiny. It would have been cheaper, which is great. It would have helped me a bit, and quite local. But maybe it was for the best. And I suppose time will tell. She-Wolf says, I decorated a wild tree for my rabbit. He likes the lights. You've got a rabbit. How nice. Be careful he doesn't eat through the lights. Apparently, rabbits eat everything. I knew someone with a rabbit, and that's what she said. He ate everything. And you've got to be careful about it, especially electric cords as well, because they'll shoot through it as well. And you don't want an electrocuted rabbit. Yeah, so do be careful. Apparently, I was doing some research, and they say Martin Luther King introduced light to the Christmas tree. Not Martin Luther King, sorry, just Martin Luther, the Protestant reformer, and the way back in the past, in the centuries. Was it 1400s, 1500s, 1400s, I think. He was walking home one night thinking of a sermon, and while he was walking, he saw the trees and the stars shining on the other side, and he thought, oh, that looks really, really, really nice. And when he got home, he lit some candles, put it in the tree to try and recreate for his children what he saw. And that apparently is where it started. And of course, over time, electricity, we got electric lights in the trees. And some people say the electric lights are supposed to represent I might have to do my research again. I think it was images of Christ in the trees, something like that. Or the stars representing the trees. I'll retrace that back and do my research a bit more. But so the Doctor says, Sandra and I had an adventure a few years back, and you told him nobody likes the tangerines. What tangerines? Must have been an episode I missed. She-Wolf says if it's not eatable, then he's not all that interested, so I don't worry about him and the tree. Well, that's good. But I think rabbits would think everything is edible because my friend said he would eat the legs of the tables. He would chew on everything, the bedspread, and yeah, he just chew his way through everything, and it was a bit of a worry. But I'm glad you've got your rabbit under control there. Oh my goodness, I'm really sorry. Oh, really tired. So, oh, ha 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 ha. Yes, rabbits do that. Told you they eat through anything. So, on that note, has anyone got anything else they'd like to comment on? Well, I was going to ask something and get your opinion, but I can't remember what it was. Let's see if I can get things done for this week. Try and put some more posts out on my social media. That would be a good one. It's just a different life when you're working on other things during the week. It really is. And you're very limited on the time you can spend on the channel. Oh, She-Wolf says, Tom, maybe you should go take a nap if you're so tired. I probably will. In fact, I come home, I fall asleep for a couple of hours, and then I wake up and I do all my work and then go back to sleep again. But I think in that case, I'll take your advice. But I might wrap it up and maybe work on that book. We'll see. But on that note, anyone else got anything to comment about? And if not, we'll check out the metaphysics and just seeing there's someone else at the house. We'll check out the metaphysics. Let's do a manifestation so we can expect it done for next week. I'll throw that into your court to do. And I'll say have a good week and may you have a lot of miracles. So on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. Stay well and happy and all that jazz. And thank you very much for joining us. Wrong comment came up. There we go. Stay well and happy. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciated that. And anyone else that joins us later on, if anyone wants to watch this. They have I can't even speak either. They have a specific segment on manifestation too. Thank you for that, Doctor. I will have to have a look. Get my manifestations right. But then again, maybe I have got it right and this is all working towards me. So She-Wolf is going to go. So have a good week, Tom. Thank you, She-Wolf. You too. Have a good week and have a good week, Doctor. So I'll see you all next week. Stay well and happy.